Won't play for the Packers Sunday after all. Holiday was hoping to return from his knee surgery in just 2 weeks, but they don't want to risk it on the artificial turf at the Metrodome. Cledius Hunt listed as questionable on the Packers injury report for Sunday's game in Minnesota as well. The Packers have heard it the last 2 weeks now. Don't take your opponent lightly. They did a good job against Detroit Sunday. Now it's time to focus on the 2-7 Vikings. In tonight's Packers one-on-one interview, Amon Green says he's used to this one game at a time stuff.
Like for Nebraska, we look ahead, you know, and some players will look ahead at the Colorado game or the Oklahoma game. Coach Osborne, he did a good job as well preparing us this one game at a time concept, and that's what Coach Sherman's doing. That's kind of his philosophy.
Also today, former Badger Tony Simmons returns to the NFL. Simmons signs with the New York Giants after he was cut by the Houston Texans earlier this season. In baseball, the San Francisco Giants named Felipe Alou as their new manager, replacing Dusty Baker. And the Chicago Cubs get Wisconsin native Damian Miller in a trade with Arizona. Miller was a National League All-Star this season. The Cubs give up 2 minor leaguers in that trade. Basketball, the Bulls haven't beaten the Bucks in Milwaukee since 1998, and former Bull Tony Kukoc keeps his old team wanting tonight. Tied at 91 in the fourth quarter, but not anymore. That's a big 3 for Kukoc to put the Bucks in the lead for good. They win it 108-101. Michael Redd leads Milwaukee with 24 tonight. Also in the NBA, the Mavs get 26 from Michael Finley to go to 8-0 in the season, and the Celtics beat the Sixers. Also, Nets beat the Spurs, Hornets over Minnesota, and the Suns lead Denver late. The Badger men's basketball office gets 2 very important parcels today. They are official letters of intent for 2 big-time recruits. Appleton West Brian Butch and Minneapolis North Cameron Taylor both commit to Wisconsin in the early signing period today. And it's not just basketball today. At Kiva Sports Center tonight, 5 members of the Wisconsin Power volleyball team sign up with their favorite schools. Middleton's Denitsa Kolova goes to Arkansas. Madison West Kendra Sitzma to Troy State. Joanna Schmidt of Deerfield to Oklahoma. Melissa Frederick of Potosi, Southeast Missouri State. And Brianna McCarthy of Beaver Dam signs with Ohio State. Also today, Wisconsin Heights' Angie Perrell accepts an offer to play at Ball State, and Iowa Grant's Garrett Jones will play golf at Wisconsin. When the WIAA football playoffs resume this weekend, the teams left standing know that one more win gets them to the state championship games at Camp Randall. For a team like the Verona Wildcats, that would be quite remarkable considering where they've been. Chris Lazat reports from Verona.
1999 was just another bad year. Teams ran over and through Verona. The Wildcats were an embarrassing 0-9. And then came the year 2000.
That guy over there came.
That guy was new head coach Dave Richardson.
Since day one, he's been a great coach. He's the best coach I've ever had.
He just brought a positive attitude to this whole program and turned it around.
Sometimes that happens. Just a new phase creates a different atmosphere, and I don't know if I created that. I think it was mostly the kids.
Richardson's imprint on the team runs deep. He's made these once Wildcats into state semifinalists. And with a win Saturday, they'll make their first ever state championship game appearance.
It's huge. I think it'd be the greatest feeling in the world if we could get to the state championship. Back in 8th grade, and we could have never dreamed we'd ever even have a winning season in football.
The offense is led by explosive running back Derek Stanley. The senior has a penchant for making short runs into long touchdowns.
It's definitely a whole team thing, though. I mean, yeah, I'm getting the credit for it, but I definitely know that my offensive line is working hard to open the holes up. And I know it's a whole team thing, so it's not just me getting the credit.
He is a good player, and we want to give him the ball 20, 25 times a game because we know something good's going to happen there.
Something Verona hopes continues onto state. Chris Lazat, 27 Sports.
And that is the sports. The news will continue in just a moment.
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!